Molweni dumelang abshende macharoni enda. Hello people of South Africa. Hello everyone. Hope you well. Today I'm just going to be sharing my dissonance with great condescending pertaining partying, clubbing, I could label all of these areas where people congest and compress themselves, fellowshipping in the name of alcohol, in the name of drugs, the cigar, the occupy, the alcohol, the cigarette, and all of these things, slay queens, gold diggers, playboys, slay kings, blessers, the culture, the life that revolves around partying. It is so exciting, it is so amusing, it is so entertaining. People rejoice, people enjoy. You can see the gist of exuberant, when people are gathered and fellowship in the name of alcohol. That is so swiftly great. It is indeed great. I'm one of the people who does that. But I've got my dissonance. I'm going to share that with great condescending. When we are going to clubs, what incentivizes us, whether girls or boys, males or female, what incentivizes them to go to clubs, to be in the midst of that culture. It is so freaking thrilling. People are so excited, they get amused, they get entertained, because sometimes they even further hire the celebrities, the DJs, people like Shimza, Maporisa, Kabza, and what's not, and so forth, to be in the midst of that vibe. It is so thrilling, it is so freaking thrilling. That is why you cannot take it from people's head, But I have this particular problem when it comes to guys, especially, if I could put it that way, when guys are heading to clubs, when they reach the clubs, they have this culture, these habits, these kind of attitude, of bragging, of boasting, of showing off, of flexing, in a manner of trying to lure, to entice, to get women's attention, if I could put it that way. That's, I'm going to call it in spade, that's being a wimp of a man. If you are a man, upright, strong, intelligent, in good shape, and you have your money in order, why do you find it worthy, in a larger degree, far by extension, to go the extra mile, spending your money, taking unnecessary bills in the name of winning women? If you are a gentleman, if you know your story, if you know your grounds, if you know who you are as a male, if you're heading to club, don't go to clubs trying to flex, to brag, to show off, to show off this affluent, opulent life that will automatically lure or entice women. We understand the fact that all women are not looking for sex champions, are not looking for husbands, are not looking for love. They are just after soft life. So if you show up in bar, in clubs, and flexing with that culture of flexing, that habit of bragging and showing off, obviously, automatically, girls will gravitate to you. But for you as a man that does that, trying to outstand the competition in order to get women, you are a wimp. I'm going to call you just like that. You are a wimp. What's wrong with a traditional way of proposing a woman? You come across a woman on the street, approach that woman and propose, exchange contact, or either by shopping centers, by malls. You can also approach a woman, propose a woman, exchange contact, and ask her out. Get to know her, rather than to try to brag, to show off, and flex this affluent, opulent life in order to lure, to entice women to come to the party or to join your table. That is being a wimp of a man. And here's another thing. In clubs, most of the time, women don't buy alcohol because women live life on easy mode. Women don't want to take responsibilities, especially when they're supposed to cater for bills. They are, but they're very slim. The percent in which women are willing, to cater bills in clubs. So I'm trying to reprimand you, my friend, because it is not inevitable, to get women without spending. Because if you're trying to get a woman by spending, you will lose quite a lot of money in just a fraction of time, and then you might be ended up frowning, being furious with rage, because sometimes these women can perceive the fact that you just gullible, you cheap, you think you will use money to get them, and then they will just get money out of you, and you're not going to get them, and then you will then automatically purport that just simply because you've spent on them, you bought some bottle of alcohol on their behalf, now you will purport that you own them, which will cause a very corrosive, danger on you, because you will end up trying to compel or coerce them because you purport that you own them, just simply because you bought them some six-pack or a bottle of alcohol, which is totally wrong, because you might get it wrong. So guys, I am striving at the level, the best of my potential, in a larger degree, far by extension, I'm not a pandit when it comes to clubbing and partying, but I'm just giving you my perception and how you should approach these things without maybe losing anything in the process. So we are looking at the temperaments of how women look at these things. Women went to clubs, go to club, mingle with the mist in the club. They don't want to buy alcohol because they know they are gullible guys who will try to lure them by taking unnecessary bills. You bowling, you breaking, you showing off, you taking the unnecessary bills. Why are you doing that? Because you have money, you're driving a nice car, you're wearing nice clothes. Why do you need to use money to get women? Just fix your tongue and speak properly, be representative, and approach women properly without putting any money on the table. We understand that money is not everything, but everything needs money. But it doesn't mean that you should just use money in order to lure, to entice women, or to win women. You are just a wimp, my brother. And these women will go to club with their mini skate, the leggings, stomach out. They wear very coquettishly, amorously, in order to lure you, to entice you. And then you're going to come breaking, showing off, trying to take bills and everything. You see, these women will be awaiting, gazing their eyes unto you, waiting for you, to do your regular habits of trying to win them by spending on them. You can win girls without spending on them, right? And as a subsequent to that, don't assume that just simply by buying them or taking unnecessary bills, you own them. It literally doesn't mean. I like when they use this English of saying, just simply because you bought me this and this and this, it literally doesn't mean that you should go with me into your bedroom. I still have to decide, because women have leverage, have power when it comes to sexual access. I'm not trying to adjudicate here, but predicating all of these matters as they unfold, especially in clubs, in places like Hong Kong, Cubana, Savannah, Ayadini, Max Lifestyle. The list is countless. You know all of these areas. Guys, if you have deep pockets, there are people in your cycle whom you could help, people whom you could literally help. There are people who are like relatives, family members, people in your cycle who are a little bit struggling. If you have deep pockets, take that money, invest it in various ways, diversify your portfolio, or fund your business to even extend your business, enlarge the territory, grow your business, invest back into your business, or empower other people who are in your cycle. It might be a family member or a relative, because I'm quite sure there are people who are struggling in your cycle. So it is so appalling, and I'm flabbergasted and perplexed to understand why people would spend money in clubs rather than to help other people who are struggling in their cycle, to spend 100,000